I'm at a spot that I've been hunting for years, but since I've got the equinox, I haven't been out here. So I've been taking it to some old spots that I've been hunting in the past that I thought I hunted out, and this thing's been finding all kinds of stuff that I left behind. So I'm hoping today that I can sniff out a few coins or some old relics. This place that I'm hunting at was a Civil War camp, then it was a Spanish-American War fort, and then it was a fairgrounds. Now I'm suspecting where I'm hunting right now was part of the fairgrounds. Found all kinds of stuff right here. I mean, it goes all the way from down that way. I know you can't see it right now, but it's, and then straight line back this way, probably about 1/8 of a mile or something, just an old trash pit. That's what I'm guessing. The things that I found right here are just awesome, and my guess is this is where everything got pushed, and it's like just a dump now. So let's see what we can find. Maybe we'll find something good. All right, guys, so I got my first good target here, and it's hitting about a 17. So I'm telling you, I've hunted this place a million times, and I've been over this probably a million times, but I never heard this signal. So I dug it out and I was looking at it, and I still don't really know what it is. It's kind of falling apart, so I've got to be careful. But I don't know if you guys can see that image of that lady on there. How awesome is that? Super old. Man, that's cool. Okay guys, so I've been digging up some trash here and there. You saw the old photograph. I'm guessing that's what it is. But this seems to be, the equinox seems to be getting in between all this iron, and I'm talking about, this is one iron infested area. It's pretty much a dump. I'm thinking that this is a park, when they built this park, that they kind of pushed all this stuff down here. There's a golf course behind me, and when they were doing that, they just kind of scattered this stuff all out through here. So there's really good stuff out here in between this. So this is one of those areas you have to dig everything. Well, I kind of wanted to do a live dig on this. I got a really iffy signal, but I kind of want you to see how much stuff just comes out of the ground right here. I'm talking about old you know, porcelain and ceramic and just glass and old Coca-Cola bottles and things like that. I'm not sure about this hole, but I just kind of want to show you, you know, what I'm seeing as I'm digging. So let me get the camera down and set up, and we'll dig this together. Okay guys, so I had a pretty iffy signal here, jumping anywhere from the 20s down into like 16. But out here you kind of have to dig everything. So let's dig this one together. It's right here where my knife is. Might take a second because the Pro Pointer picks up all that iron down in here too, and everywhere you dig there is iron or something down in there with it. So let's see what we got. I'm trying to do this this is a park, and they're out cutting grass right now. This is a spot that people don't generally go to. It's like the top of the golf course, so hopefully they won't really come over here. Make sure it's not in here. Alright, so I'm picking up something there. Let's dig down in there and see. Get behind it, you never know. Okay, let's see what we got down in here now. Alright, let me turn it back on. It's kind of weird. It's just because there's so much iron in here, it's just gonna hit everywhere. Okay, I was trying to do a live dig, but let me turn the camera off, and when I find it, I'll show you. If I find anything else in the hole, like the glass and stuff, I'll also show you as well. Okay, so this time it turned out to be iron, just a couple of nails, falsing, but that's how it goes sometimes. I have the iron bias set to 2 today. Like I said, I was running it at 0 for a while before, falsing out all the time, and now that I have it at 2, it doesn't happen as much. But you're not gonna completely eliminate that. If you run it at 4 on the 600, maybe 3. I haven't turned it up past 2. Anyways, if you run it up at the highest setting, you're gonna quiet down the iron way more, but you're also gonna miss out on targets. So 2 seems to be a good medium for me. So you just have to find what works for you. But this doesn't happen as much since I've turned it up a little bit. Anyways, on to the next signal. Alright guys, so next good signal here. There's some of the glass that comes up out of here. There's a lot of it down in here. But I got a pretty bouncy signal here and ended up with, I'm guessing, it looks like a Model T Ford valve stem cover, but I'm not recognizing the head on that. So if any of you guys know, just please leave it in the comments, because that's a little bit different from what I usually find. On to the next target. Alright guys, so I got another good signal right next to where the valve stem cover was, and jumping around from 18 to 20s. So let's dig it up and see what we got. You hear all that glass I'm hitting down there? It's an extremely varied date range of stuff right here. Being the golf course is right here, this place has been inhabited daily since the Civil War. So you never know what you're gonna find. I found rings out here, found Civil War stuff, found a Georgia button out here, Georgia state seal button. Look at that. That is a super old Coca-Cola bottle. See, this is what I'm talking about. Coca, what is it, cola, and that says Atlanta right there. See, that's the kind I want to find a whole one so bad, but you probably have to dig 2 feet down to do it, and this is a park, so I don't really want to. And I've got permission to hunt here, but not permission to excavate. Although that would be cool. Let's see what we got. Still in the hole. It's out of the hole. Oh wow. Part of some kind of an old gear. See, even stuff like this, it's just cool. I mean, it's pretty old. It's not silver, it's not gold, it's broken, but it's still cool. Let's see if there's any glass in this hole that's neat. I mean, there's something there. What's that? Give me 2 seconds. It might be just a rock. It's just a rock. See, there's actually not many rocks down in here. Most of the stuff you hear me hit is going to be a bottle. I mean, it's just everywhere you dig. How cool would it be to dig this stuff out? Anyways, let's cover it up and move on to some more metal. I got a really good signal here. Jumping from mid-20s up to the 30s. I mean, it's jumpy, but let's dig it out and see what it is. Hopefully it's a coin. Out at this park, I've dug a lot of barbers and V-nickels and mercury dimes, Indian head pennies. I know people that's dug seeded coins out here, things like that. So I've actually found some military stuff out here from when it was in Spanish-American War. It was a fort, and I was able to find something and link it down to the actual regiment. And the person that was in the regiment had went to the 1904 World's Fair, and it was their badge from where they went to the World's Fair and served as security. really cool. Uh-oh, that looks like something big. It may not be. Is that it? Nope, that's not it. Oh, okay. What do we have here? Hold on, let me clean it up a little bit. It's like an old lipstick tube. Let me clean it off just to be sure it's not a cartridge or something. Yeah, I think that's an old lipstick tube. I don't think that's a rifle casing. I've dug up a bunch of the old lipstick tubes. I think that says, no, that's just dirt. Let me clean that off real quick. Maybe it is a casing. Anyways, I'll clean it up later and I'll let you guys know. But that's why it was given such a jumpy signal. Anyways, on to the next one. Alright guys, so I've been hunting for about 45 minutes since the last time I filmed. Dug a bunch of lead and a bunch of pull tabs, things like that. That's from the golf course, but the old lead, I'm not sure. I have to clean a lot of this up later, but I kind of wanted to save the video for the good finds. But this one I wanted to put up here because I'm not sure how old it is or what magazine it is. So I just kind of wanted to show you guys. See that green patina on it? I'm not really sure how to date these cartridges, so I don't know if you guys can see that. If you guys know anything about this cartridge, I don't see any writing on it or anything. I see the hole in the center, so I'm guessing center fire. But if you guys know anything about it, please let me know. Thank you. Alright guys, so I got a really good signal over here. I'm sorry I didn't do a live dig on it, but I've been digging a bunch of junk, so wanted to wait to see what it was. I got something really good. So give me just a second. I'll get the camera set up over there and then I'll show you what it is. Alright guys, can you see it? It's right there on top of the plug. Right here. It came in two pieces though. I've got both pieces. But see, still got the shank. I'll be able to get a back mark off of it. A nice Georgia State seal button. It's huge. It's way bigger than the last one I dug and in way better shape. It's just a shame it's in two pieces. But the back is, I think the back's gonna clean up good. I think I'll be able to get the maker's mark off of it. But it's still gonna display nice. I'm just gonna be really careful with it, and I'll try to clean it up later. And I mean, I like it the way it is. I just don't want to break it anymore. Man, that's nice. I can't tell you what it was ringing up because it was so bouncy. I guess probably because it was two pieces down in the hole. So it was trying to catch both of them. But it was ringing up in the low to mid 20s, but bouncing down into the teens sometimes too, probably because it was, you know, separated down in there. Awesome. Man, that's a good find. Okay guys, well, I'm gonna turn the camera off and get back to hunting. I'm probably not gonna be here too much longer. This was just kind of a test for my Equinox to see how it would do out here, but obviously it is, the separation on this thing is what they say it is. It's awesome. So, done with the hunt for today. Time to get back home. But I just wanted to go ahead and do a wrap up for you on the stuff that I did find today. Didn't do too bad. Like I said, I've hammered this place a ton before. There's people that have been here in this one area that I'm hunting, because I brought other guys out here with the Deus, with AT Max, AT Pro, I had another mine lab out here and some Technetics. I mean, this place has been covered a lot, but this is the first time I've been out here with the Equinox, so I didn't do too bad. And like I said, every site that I take this new metal detector to, it just like brings it back to life. It's almost like virgin soil. Now, there wasn't a whole lot of high tones today, a ton of low tones. But the good thing about this detector is it likes to get in between all the iron and stuff. The recovery speed, I was running it at about 3, which on the 600 is as high as you can go. Like I said, iron bias was at 2. Sensitivity, I knocked it down to 18 today, just because I didn't want it crank it up and have it falsing too much, because I've read a lot about people with these Equinoxes. If you turn your sensitivity up too high, you can actually it can be a little too sensitive and miss out on some of the smaller stuff. I don't understand it, but it seems to work for me. But I just want to show you the things that I did find today. Like I said, it wasn't a whole lot, but there was a couple of good finds. So I'll post some pictures up on my Facebook and in the groups that I'm in later. Digging Georgia Live, I'm in that group, so you can get on there on Facebook. And my name is Michael on there. I'm one of the moderators. You can look that up and see my finds. Alright, so let me turn the camera around. It might be a little noisy, but 1 second. Okay, got everything stacked on a rock here. So for today, it looks like we got, like I said, I think that's a valve stem cover. I've dug up the ones for the Model T Fords. I'm not quite sure if that's a Model T Ford valve stem cover or not, but if any of you guys know for sure what that would have went off of, I know it's a valve stem cover, I just don't know for what. Just let me know. Little gear, thought that was pretty neat. These right here are like some clasps off of bags and purses and stuff. That's from what I can tell that I've seen in some of the other forums. Not sure what that is. Also, I'm not dumping out my trash pouch. I did dig a ton of trash today. Got some melted lead here. Got another piece of lead, some melted lead. Somebody in the background playing music. This would have been part of an old buckle. It's just not put together right now. These are the only two pieces I could find in the hole. This casing, I'm not sure what it was. You guys recognize it? Let me know. So I'm sure that's center fire. This may be another casing. I think it is. I thought it was a tube of lipstick, like the old-timey ones that you find, but I think that's just... Does anybody know what these things are? I dig them a ton here. I'm sure other people have dug them, so if you recognize that too, let me know, because I dig them all the time. But for the good finds, I found, which this is, I've got to be very careful with it because it's coming apart as it dried out. This is an old photograph. Now this would have been the inside. See, it's got the metal shell on the outside. It's already came apart from that. I've got to be extremely careful with it. So this is how I found it. So I'm gonna post this and ID me on Facebook to see what people think about it. But like I said, I want to be very careful with it. But if you guys know what it might be, let me know. But I think that's one of my, I don't know, that may be my favorite find for the day. But also I found this. This is a Georgia state seal button. I want to get the back mark off of it to see if it's Civil War or not. My buddy dug a matching buckle about 30 feet from me. So you still see it's got the shank and everything, but it's in 2 pieces. But I think it's still going to display really nice. That's gonna be beautiful. Once I get the maker's mark off the back of it, I'll definitely be posting that. But that's my finds for the day. Well, 1 second. That is my finds for the day, and hope to be back out maybe Friday, but Friday it's supposed to rain. I go out hunting on Fridays, it's a day off for me, but it's supposed to be thunderstorms and stuff, so I don't know if I will. But if not, next week, and I may do a equinox instructional video for some of the questions that people have had on it. I've had about 3 months on it. I go out every week with it, so I've learned a lot, and I've been digging some awesome stuff. So I may do some instructionals on some stuff that I tried to look up in the past that I couldn't find online, that I figured out and maybe I could help you guys with.